So, ladies and gentlemen, we are checking out now Call of Saregnar. Probably or butchering the name. Saregnar? Saregnar. It's like an approach of these old RPGs where you like have this tunnel vision where you can move around. Like Legends of Grimrock, if you don't know these games. And they're using live actors as the NPCs and pictures to depict the players. The gameplay itself looks like it's like a mix of Grimrock with hex-based combats. But let's dive into it and have a look. Let's have a look. Oh.
Hewin, an auspicious student of magic, and Sam, his roguish friend, decided to liven up the dullness of the road by spending the night drinking and gambling at the Yew Tree Inn. After observing the two playing and winning a number of games against the locals, a gambler approached their table and challenged them to a game of takla. It
Never
was
gamble.
then that fortune seemed to abandon them as the two friends lost most of their money and many valuables playing against the man. Sam was no stranger at cards, and while he had no proof, deep inside he knew his opponent must have been cheating. At that point, the young rogue confronted the gambler, and in the struggle that ensued, an accusing card fell from the man's shirt. Realizing that he couldn't bluff his way out of the situation, the gambler felled Sam to the ground, grabbed the pouch of winnings, and dashed towards the exit. In the chaos, Huan tried to stop the retreating gambler, but only managed to trip on his friend and abruptly joined him on the floor. Meanwhile, startled by the shouts in the common room, Dina, the owner of the tavern, dashed in and found the two youngsters lying atop one another, being the object of merriment of a drunken, cackling audience.
How bad is it? You lose your gambling and having a hard time. You topple above each other, and the gambler, well, eats out with your money. That's why, chat, never gamble. Never gamble. Exclamation mark poll if you want to vote on what game we're gonna check out today after this one. So, let's see. I love this already. This gives me so much 90s vibes of games. What in Almighty's name happened here? And where's that bloody gambler? He's yet to pay for the lodgings and food. He's gone. We caught him cheating at cards and he ran away. We tried, Gone? And why didn't you two go after him? Why didn't anyone go after him? The room fell silent as Dina's icy gaze traveled face to face across the room. Popping himself upright, Sam assesses the condition of his bleeding nose by carefully bending it first one way, then the other. Satisfied that it wasn't broken, he looked up to Dina, who stared at him with a mix of disbelief and rage. I was gone for 1 minute, Sam. Love the cosplay here. I know, but he had a third blue lady card hidden within his shirt. I knew he couldn't have been that good of a player. Not even the gambler of Bermus could have... Enough, Sam! He's gone! Because of you, and I don't want to hear any excuses. You'll be paying for both, him and yourself. Look at that gaze. The man took the coins, Sam. Dina, he... What? I'm sorry. What can I say? He must have taken our money after he bashed my nose in. I see. Then you either find your money and pay up, or you'll be playing here to cover the expenses every night for a week, starting tomorrow. A week? Come on! Be reasonable, Dina. I can't be stuck in this hole of a town for a whole week, and where are we going to sleep? Do we at least get a room to stay in? No, you don't. And since you can't afford staying, I suggest you start looking for the man now. I'm closing for the night. Dina, sweetie. You can't be serious. This is the middle of the night. Well, never find him out there in the dark. You're right. Here, take these torches. You'll pay for them once you catch the gambler and get your money back. Good night. But, Dina! Oh, look at that. Yes, this is like Daggerfall. I love it already. Well, no, that's unreasonable. If he runs away, it's not up to someone else to pay. Dean is a bitch. Well, she wants her money somewhere. She wants her money somewhere. So is it like WSD to move around? Yes, it is. Should have known I was being cheated. Never lost that much money in one night, or ever. Neither did I, Sam. We should have listened to Arthur while he had a chance. 'Twas your royal cousin's fault for buying us drinks in the first place, you know. You're drunk, as I recall. He wanted us all to go to his cellar. You know, the one with wine and dried meats. Well, now all we have are these bland road rations, which I have no desire to eat ever again. Ah, yes, I get a point. Look, there's nothing we can do now but to track down that man that recovered my money. Our money. Yeah, well, the visit of your cousin at least was fancy manner home of this. You check out his book on magic tricks, and then we finally leave this accursed place. Deal? Damn it, Sam! That book is what we got me traveling at all this way up. Book of magic, like Awful claims, it's like fiddling a damn treasure. I'll lose 10 times the money I lost tonight just for a chance to peek at these pages. Calm down, you magicianship. We'll get your chance, but first things first. Where do we start our search? That son of a whore could be anywhere by now. I don't know. We should probably find some place to spend the night or camp out in town. No point in knocking off people's houses in the middle of the night. Sounds reasonable, but maybe someone's still up and saw something. Your call. So, the stick man is the group leader, it looks like. Samwise Gamgee? Maybe. Could be anywhere. Just walk forward towards the trust of the GM to dump him on you when you ignore all the other plot hooks. Maybe. Can we do anything over here? Hoisting up the bucket that was tied to the thick cord, Heaven drank greedily, then washed the road-accumulated grime of his face and hands. While he wouldn't be exactly court-worthy, at least he was somewhat presentable now. Okay, so we washed our... We're as clean as well as we ever be a part of taking a bath, Sam said. Let's go. Okay, we cleaned up. Hello? A shop of some kind, Sam said. But it's obviously closed at this hour. Okay. Do we have an inventory? We have an inventory. A stick. Simple torch. Can I use the torch at some point? Okay. Heaven. That looks like a not so well. Okay. So I get no tutorial how to use anything. M. That's the map. Good. Click escape. QR. Heaven stopped. The Lord will have our ears if we camp here, he said. Let's find a spot outside of town. Okay. What is T doing? Z. What about L for lights? Or F for torch? Ooh. That's like a knowledge book. Okay. Then what else button we got here? Okay. So whoever lives here must be sleeping at this hour. Help. Oh, there we go. Quick save, F5. Opens map, character screen, rest, cast, self journal. Opens window. Okay. So quick save. Heaven knocked and waited. When it was obvious no one was going to open the door, Heaven said, "Let's not waste any more time here. Let's leave." Well, no shit. Can I sprint? Oh, I can sprint. It's like a sun hour. I wouldn't be disturbed in the night. Let's return when the sun is up, said Heaven. Okay, so there's not a lot of people still awake. The air tingled. Heaven halted as they approaches the little moss-covered house. I'm not sure we should be here. There's a magic about this place, but I don't like how alien it feels. So I wasn't about to argue, so the time of the door cracked open, he was already a dozen feet away. Don't leave, spoke a frail voice from within. There's a rare opportunity to meet a fellow Osmani these days, she paused, and Heaven felt that tingling sensation again. She continued, even if the old ways seem to be lost on you, doesn't it matter? Will you come inside? Heaven was intrigued, but did not move. Of what old ways are you speaking of? He finally asked. Come, let us talk inside, the woman insisted, gesturing them.
Our community grows.
To enter. Oh shit, we are entering that crazy lady.
Here's to new beginnings.
Team B42 raid! How you doing? Let's make it like 3 and leave. Maybe. Welcome in, Team B42. How you guys doing? Launchpad Mike, Joy Boogie, thank you kindly for joining the Pagan Horde. How you guys doing? Happy Odin's Day. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful year. And if there is any great thing that you would like to share for 2021, let me know. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Come in and grab an ale of horn, please. Who knows what will await us here. Too many nosy people out there, you see, all wanting to know too much of their own good. The inside was stuffed with trinkets of all kinds, weirdly shaped sticks and bones, stones of different colors and patterns, clay pots, and hanging herbs. A number of rushlights did little to illuminate the gloomy room. It was Heaven who spoke first. You mentioned the Osmani. I don't think I'm familiar with the term. The woman added some twigs to the almost dying fire and poked the embers until a small flame burst into life. Don't they teach Arnain and Dari anymore? She asked. Heaven replied, they do, and wondered if this strange woman had the power to read minds. He knew that the talent existed, but only few mages had it, which made the woman an object of fascination in Heaven's eyes. It doesn't matter. Osmani is an old world for those who practice magic. Did you study at the university too? I was born in nobility, like you were. You seem to know a lot about me. You've been mind reading? This time the woman laughed a rich laugh, to which the tiny flame in the fire pit whooshed to life. No! Although I admit that I would be a nice gift to possess, I simply know you are a Heaven. I simply know who you are, Heaven Theomar, son of Renida, and you. She turned at Sam. She started reaching for his chin, but suddenly retracted her hand as she got burned. You need to go, both of you, she spoke. Her words devoid of any warmth. She hurried to unlatch the door, but it gave Sam a wide berth on her way there. Out with you, she cried, and the boys flew outside, the door closing behind them with a thud. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? There's a peculiar woman, a witch, living in Romar. She called me Osmani, a magician in the old tongue. She claimed she merely knew me, but I'm sure she can read minds. An incredible and rare talent to possess. Surprisingly enough, she threw us out for her house when she reached for Sam. Maybe our bardic friend over there has some bad aura around him. Here. I visited Romania a few years back. I loved it. Where exactly, Boogie, if you don't mind me asking? She knows that Sam attracts ring bearers. Oh, God, Sam was Gumshy's jokes. We should not be disturbing people at night. Let's return to the morning, said Heaven. But I want to disturb people at night. What if that dude is hiding over here somewhere? Is he hiding in this dung file of manure? No. There's land over there at this mansion. Sam had returned to the morning. Things would have ended differently. Maybe. So, Can we use this ladder? No. What about this door? Hey ho! It's unlocked. Looks like a cozy enough place to spend the night. What do you think? No, not yet. Certainly the Lord property, but I don't want any trouble. I haven't knocked and waited. When it was obvious no one was going to open the door, Heaven said, let's not waste any more time, let's leave. I'm not going to bang on my cousin's door at this ungodly hour, said Heaven. Let us return this morning. Okay. Wait, is it becoming morning? Okay, nothing I can do with this. It looks like it's slowly becoming morning. Let's head this direction. Sam approached the pond and reached into the water. Come on, where did he go? I'd very much like to keep my hand, Sam, said the Heaven, looking around nervously. Catching the Lord's eels is a serious offense, in case you don't know. Sam ignored Heaven and continued slushing in the water for a few moments. Then, with a satisfying, "Ah!" he finally pulled out a shiny silver coin. "Eels on me," he replied, putting the coin in his pouch. Okay. Found a coin in this pond, apparently. Anything else? Pond full of eels. That's true if Sam had returned in the morning and not spied on Frodo. Unless we want to take an exhaustingly long scenic route around the Samai Mountains, we should just turn around. Besides, Dina is expecting us to pay what we owe her. Okay, so that direction, no go. Can we move up here? No. Anything over here? No. This looks like a sun hour. Sun is slowly going up. They knocked and waited, but no one... Oh. The lady introduced herself as Marif, and for a better part of an hour they talked, exchanged news and gossip. Having learned that she used to be a cook in a manorial kitchen, and in the year she worked there, she got to know his mother very well. Teary-eyed, she also shared that her husband, George, died just a couple of months prior, and her visit was very welcome since she had no one to really talk to anymore. At last, when they were done talking, she asked them if they could wait a moment, then disappeared into the kitchen. In a few minutes, Marif emerged from the back carrying 2 small packs, one for each of the boys, and she also pressed a pouch of herbs into Heaven's hands. Just a bit of honey, bread, and nuts for the roads. Oh yeah, you don't need to have, Heaven said, but Marif dismissed him with a wave. You two be careful traveling on the roads. All manners of low folk prey on travelers these days. May Tyr Inan watch over you. We got some stuff to eat for the roads. Let's see. So this is the back of the tavern. So I guess people will now accept us. It's a shop of some kind. Let's care to enter. Yeah. I love these odd animations. Oh my god, this gives me some very old school vibes. Beautiful. Party money. Oh, that's party money over there. It's day right now. Okay. So, Mr. Shop. Welcome, welcome, said the shopkeeper. My name is Farron Guad, your service. What would you like to purchase today? Think so far. Thank you, Gandhi. Can we leave again? Should I press escape? Was that the wrong button? Yeah, it was the wrong button. They made me stuck there. That made me stuck there. So We're gonna go back to that lady hunt to recover that, what we've done. So pressing escape at the shop makes me stuck. There we go. F5. Good. That's the... Oh yeah, let's go to the pond to get that silver coin. There we go, 1 silver. That's us to go back in the morning. Wait, overclick that one. A man in the village apparently saw someone flee south in the night. This must be our man. South! That's it, south. What's that? Romar. The house seemed abandoned. Should we have a look? Maybe the previous owners left something invaluable inside, said Sam. Yeah, let's have a look. Save for a broken chair and some pieces of pottery scattered on the floor, the house was remarkably empty. This place was looted clean, said Heaven. Kicking at the debris, Sam, however, was kneeling and examining a section of the floor with interest. He slid his fingers along the edge of the wooden board and expected the board to give way. Aha! He exclaimed triumphantly. Lifting the piece of timber, he discovered a small jingly pouch hidden within. Money. To like double grab it. There we go. Okay, found some money inside. Yeah, they definitely went for an approach of the very, very old RPG games. What was that? The water was refreshing. Heaven was glad drinking the post the king had erected throughout the kingdom. They were assigned that the water was clean and safe to drink. Doodle, doodle. Okay. Let's save here. Let's go over the bridge. So the man definitely ran south. Maybe he's in here. Check the back. Pile of shit. Guards. Something in the field. Can I grab one of these? No. What do we got over here? They knocked and waited. After several minutes passed, Sam leaned to the door frame and listened if anything was stirring within the house. I can't hear anyone within. Just go. Temple of Terror. Check that building out first before we go into the temple. Yeah, the old father is pretty harsh. Don't expect too much of a good answer from him. They were invited into the small house. After explaining that there were travelers on their way to Avanmore, Ranimid, the head of the farmer family, offered them a place to sit next to the fire pit. "Oh, we're just about to have breakfast," said his wife, then added, "Ter Tonan has been generous this year, so food is plentiful. We'll be happy to share." Heaven welcomed the warm food he'd be given, and Sam readily emptied his plate. "It would be nice to hear news from the outside," Ronadid said between one mouthful and the next. "We used to have visitors now and then, but these days they rarely stop and have a chat. Everyone seems to be in a hurry." Heaven spent a good part of his hours recounting what we knew, and whenever the story got too dull, Sam's liking, the light-haired rogue promptly added all sorts of embellishments to the tale. He even sung one of his songs, which amused Sarah's wife, to no end. When they were done, Sarah addressed Sam. "Now that was quite a tale. Next time you visit Romar, I'd love to hear you sing another one. Sam accepted the compliment with a broad smile, and together with Heaven, he rose and thanked them for the hospitality. Okay, so we got some good breakfast, we got some good foods. Still no looks of that culprit that we're looking for. Can we go toward this direction? Okay, oh, look at that. A chest. My oh my. The chest has no visible lock. Examining the tightly sealed iron-bound box, Heaven marveled at his level of craftsmanship, particularly the word lock embedded on the clue plates on the front, as there seemed to be no way around opening the thing without solving the word lock. He knelt down and began pondering in the riddle. Always round and hollow I am. Though sizes and matters I come in many, a children's trinket or a lord's signet. It depends, for rolls I have plenty. Okay, Chad, what do you think? Always round and hollow I am. Round and hollow means it's empty in the inside. Though sizes and matters I come in many. A children's trinket or a lord's signet. What is a signet? It depends. For rolls, I have many. It's a 4-letter word. A crest? Okay, we don't have a C at the beginning. A ring? Yeah, ring makes sense. Because it's hollow in the middle. Hey, there we go. There we go. Okay, that was... I like the fact that you're getting... that it was opened by riddle. That's cool. That was good. And that riddle was also not bad. Like, it was not too harshly difficult, but intriguing in some sorts. Okay, signet rings, like like the rings with the symbol of the Lord on it. Makes sense. Let's save here. This looks like an abandoned hut. I love how the tree's turning with me. What do we got here? The door was ajar, signaling for silence. Heaven crept towards the house and carefully peeked through the gap. The inside was dark and quiet, with pieces of furniture scattered about and nothing of any real value in the sight. No one seemed to have been living here for some time. Still careful not to divulge their presence to whoever might be listening, he slowly pushed the door inward. But the old door protested with a loud groan. Well, there goes all the silent approach, shall we? Heaven offered opening the door fully, but as soon as he took a step in, a deathly stench invaded his nostrils, and he fought the urge to throw up. Lying in the corner, face down in the ashes of the fire, was a man. His clothes bloody and soiled. His back was pierced by an iron rod, probably a fire iron, and 2 of the man's fingers have been cut off, cast into the pit. Is that our man? Asked Sam, his mouth and nose covered with his sleeves. Heaven nodded. I think so. Let's not make them wait. Oh shit, I misclicked them. Damn, I missed that part because my mouse apparently double-clicked. And we now have a battle scene. So we have, what do we have here? Range attack, defend, rest, or melee attack. Let's go for the archer right away. That's a 14. Let's move up there. That's a 2. There was a block from my side. If I move away to get an attack of opportunity, no. So you can attack him again. I do not have a range attack, but I do have a spell casting. Branur. Agnosh. Anku et mo et uk. Causes the air around the enemy to vibrate so fast that it heats up to the point that it burns the target. A Branur. The caster directs the gaudy power towards healing himself or another. Okay, let's do Agnosh. So, Agnosh. Oh, he's starting burning. Oof, 11. Oh, come on! Oh, damn it. Okay, we have a little problem over here. You need to come over here and attack him. And you need to move away. Oof. There goes the shot. You are attacking him. And you move close and attack. Yeah, keep bashing. Okay, you can run away this time. Okay, that was a good parry. That was a good parry over there as well. Giving him another hit. Another parry. There we go. What if I click on rest? Give us more bashes. There we go. Mage's archer's down. Hey! Victorious. Victorious. Why use the lowest power level? Oh, that was like a oh, I see. I see. I mean, I was a tryout. I didn't know that I could use more power. It blinked for me. So I clicked the blinky thing. Zergling, how you doing? Welcome in. Happy Odin's Day to you. Heaven stood in silence, staring at the bodies of the fallen. Just moments before, those bandits were trying to kill him, and now they lay motionless on his feet. Do not dwell in this who. It was either us or them. I know, but still, I feel filthy. We could have, I don't know, negotiate or something. The only thing you'd have been negotiated would be a trip to the nearest burial grounds. If they'd find our bodies, that is. Now get over here and help me search them. They've got to have our money on them. Okay. We did just negotiate with blades. What do you got? Sword. Ooh. Look at that money. Money, money, money. Ooh. A pew-pew weapon. Good. So we found our man. We found our money. More by accident than anything else. We found a gambler down in the old isolated house south of the temple, just being killed by brigands who ambushed us as we examined the body. I never will kill the man before. Sam said to not dwell on it. That it was either us or them. I know he's right, but still, I wish there had been some other way. Interesting that his persona is coming in here. Let's rest. Let's see. Cold camp? What is cold camp? Reduces the chance of getting noticed, but slows down healing. Makes camping safer, but slows down healing. Camp until healed. Wait, what happened? Okay, we're considered healed, I see. How do I use a torch though? It's pretty dark. Oh, I just double click it. I wouldn't know what to do with that, haven't said. How about I give you this baby? There we go. Some little bit of light source. Think this was working with Gibbs now for a week for the success, but now the new tools, so maybe tomorrow's the day I succeed. Gibbs, what's that? Sounds like a program. So this looks like we're leaving the place. There's a breakup over here. Holy shit, the place is pretty huge. Maybe we should go back first and given the money. You knocked and waited. Please come in. He entered the house and found a middle-aged woman tending to a man lying on the straw pallets. She explained how her husband caught a fever 3 nights earlier. I've been slept since, she said, tears gathering in her eyes. I don't know what to do. Evan approached and looked at the pale figure of a man. If there's anything we can do, perhaps we can help. Would you, sir? The woman looked at him pleadingly, then her man. He needs a healer, and I don't dare leaving him alone, she said. Do you know where can I find a healer? At the Temple of Tirhan, perhaps? They wouldn't lift a finger to help us. Some ridiculous family feud between Han's late father and the temple. They wouldn't help us. I'm sure we can find some way to help him. Perhaps there's another healer around the village, or something. Evan said reassuringly, we'll be back soon. The woman took Heaven's hand into her own. Brunner's blessing. Oh, Gibbs. Oh, okay, gotcha. It's plaster in English. Now I got it. Now I know what you mean. Was there something purple? Would it be something purple? So we're looking for a healer now as well. Let's check over here. There's an entrance over there. There's a tent over there.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
This hamlet shall not fall. Eve Morrigan, how you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. Should we peek inside in the tent? Yes, let's peek inside. Heaven opens the tent flap, and inside was damp and smelled musty. Its owner probably long gone. Still, he searched inside and hoped for uncovering something of interest. Ooh, money, money, money. Must be funny. And we got a note. The locals were all taciturn about the cave's whereabouts, but I have found it anyway. I have cleared the brush surrounding the entrance and took a quick look inside. Sadly, I only have a few torches with me, and those fools in Romar won't sell me any, so I won't be venturing anywhere deep. Running out of light in there would be a death sentence. Okay. Let's grab that with me as well. Nothing I can do with this. How was the stream, Eve? Can we have a shout out for this lovely lady? We're just now having a look at Call of Saregnar. A very, very old 90s approach of looking at things. Shall we have a look inside? Yes, let's have a look inside in the cave. Playing New World and Cozy Grove. Ooh. Oh, this is dark. This is dark. I mean, we have a lot of torches, so should be fine. Going down into the depths. Going down into the depths. There's something up here? No? Good. This is a cool little game for sure. I'd love to throw back to only gaming RPGs. Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure how little the game is. Who knows how ambitious the game developers are of this game. I found it by... What was it? Turn-based Thursdays kind of thing on Twitter, where a lot of indie devs come together and present their game. Oh, there's a dead body. Hello, pal. How you doing? I'll go grab your money if that's okay with you. There looks like some sort of entrance up there. There's some water over here that I can't pass. Let's have a way up here. I've been wonderful, Eve Morgan. Wonderful. We just had a recap of 2021. My lights just went out and that line went up. Hello? Hello? An ethereal voice rebirthed of the chamber.
Ti, Osmani, Kanani, Sieti, Prostrum Job, Besti Dumani.
Urging Sam to put the knife he produced away, Heaven bowed in front of the shrine and signaled to his friends to do the same. Besti Mene, Heaven whispered, then lightly placed his index on the middle finger on his forehead. Sam awkwardly mimicked the motion. Bear two gifts for you, Osmani, the voice said in the common tongue, then after a moment of the silence it spoke again.
Faith and devotion is commendable, so I bind to you and grant you my eternal favor.
While you may not realize yet, your needs to me shall be great, and we'll meet again. Just as I came, the voice echoed into nothingness. How? What? Who was that? Closing his eyes, Heaven took a deep breath and held it in. He let the newfound channel to the gods of magic seep intoxicating power into his being. He drew it in, drank from it, made it part of him until the flow stopped and the balance was reached in both ends. Silmanius was his and he was Silmanius. At least he released that breath and uttered a short prayer. Silmanius, best die himme, last he us mapte. Silmanius? You're talking weird again. The god really come through this clearly outside of dreams, especially to those not versed in magic. You should be honored for this visit. Don't look at me like that, Hugh. You know, godly fears make me uncomfortable. And on top of that, I have no idea what just happened, so you just better explain. What just happened is that Silmanius, the god of magic, has addressed us, and for some reason he has granted me his eternal favor. I can challenge spells for him now. So, I imagine that's one gift? What about the other one? The lack of respect for the gods will be your end, friend. One day perhaps, but at least now I know to stay clear of big holes in the ground. Can we go now? What's your hurry? Let's have a look around first. There we go. There we go. For those of you that came over with Eve Morgan and you don't know me, I'm Cor Mucker, or Corm, or Core if it's easier for you. I'm all about story-rich games, games that tell you something, games that are maybe unique, just as this one. We're just having a look at Call of Saregnar. What do we have here? The chest was gilded and ornated. The wooden parts uncurrent by the elements. Do we open it with? Open said, licking his lips nervously. Let's see first. Let's have a look. Kormakur, translated, is Icelandic and means the traveler, the seafarer. And I think that's rather fitting. I got that name way back in my medieval fighting times. And I was thinking it was fitting for my streaming name, as we are travelers to many, many shores and many adventures. So that's amazing. I thought like it calls Ore Maker. I mean, who knows? What we got in here? We got a scroll of some sort. So what does that scroll do? Heaven unsigned the colored ribbon from the scroll and began to read. The incantation was rather complex, but eventually he committed the spell to memory. As if acknowledging his newfound knowledge, a cool flame engulfed the scroll, turning into ash. Heaven learned Mind Light spell. What the hell is the Mind Light spell? How can I click on spells? Open spellcasting screen is C. Okay. Silmanis. Also cast those nearest to him to see in the dark. Ooh. I mean, we have enough torches, so I don't mind. This looks like a door that might open, if you ask me. Or like a part in the wall that might go all open. But Okay, let's bugger off. Yeah, it has a deep personal meaning.
A prudent choice.
Ruansavan, welcome to the Pagan Horde. You scared the shit out of me. Thank you kindly. I hope you had wonderful holidays. Welcome in, welcome in. Ooh, okay, let's get out of this cave system. Yeah, let's ready to leave. Super foggy outside. So learn a new spell. We got some items. Well, the movement around is a little bit laggy. Like, see that border gap? Boop, boop. You're welcome. I thank you kindly for hitting the heart button. It means a lot to me. Oh, are you part of the developers? I'm enjoying it very much. I'm enjoying it very much. I love that little riddle with the chest so far. I'm loving this old school RPG vibes, that the actors are actually real live actors, the NPCs. Standing and doing hanging around. It's hilarious. And so far I'm enjoying... Wait, there's somebody moving. Hello? Hello? Oh, you look like roped. I'm not sure if I want to trust you. A single enemy stood in the distance, and while very unsure of his observation, he still believed they'd be facing a somewhat skilled opponent. Let's be swift about it and surprise him. This should be over soon, he said. Let's attack him. Some place reported that. It's weird. Or like when you move around and it's like jumping. It's your life's work. Man, I'm excited to be part and experience your life's work here. Thank you kindly. So let's give him a bash. That was a good hit. Do I want to do a cast on him? Yeah, let's give it another try. Agnosh. So... 8 endurance, damage 12, 9, 10. Let me get 15 endurance cast. Burn! 22. Oof. Wait, he's not moving? Is it like because he's still surprised? Surprise, motherfucker. This is a heal. Let's do another Agnosh. Give it another full. Half circle. There we go. Evan stood in silence just moments before the enemy was trying to kill him, and now that same enemy is laying on his feet. Ooh. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I wonder if we can use swords. I wonder if we can use swords. No, we have no clue how to use those. Nope. Didn't want to interact with him again. Let's give the sword over here. That should be doable. There we go. It's a work in progress. Definitely. Definitely. One thing would be nice if you have interacted with something already and it's like empty. that this is just like not doable anymore. I'm not sure if that'd be extra a lot of work. A leather tent and another chest. The tent smelled badly. Heaven searched through the contents with disgust and gave up after a minute or so. Nothing here, he said. It was not an ordinary chest. Examining the massive in-round box, Heaven spied the brass battle. Okay, it's the same thing with a riddle. Okay, Chad, another riddle. I sit up high, I shine with the best. Wars have been fought to decide where I rest. Through bloodiness I travel, though move I do rarely. Have I weighed upon he who wears me? Heavy I weigh upon he who wears me. Wars have been fought to decide where I rest. Through bloodlines I travel. Is it a crown? I think it's a crown. It's not a crown. I sit up high and shine with the best. Oh, it's crowned with C. Cormaker, you buffoon. No one saw that. We got the money. Nothing happened. My German minds got over me. Anything over here? No. Let's keep on moving downwards. Oh, another pawns. Not that I can interact with. Whoa. Yeah, sometimes this border span making it super jumpy. What do we got here? Looks like some ruins. But we'll move on. Maybe let's rest. Over here. Until this time. I'll like double click it. Set hour. Okay, that's the one. Let's wait until midnight. Ben the SFX guy and the project is German. Ooh. I need to lay down for a bit. Have a great stream. I'll lurk. Eve Morgan, thank you for the rain. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the lurk. And for popping in here. Thanks 1,000 times. Have a great rest. So, we have another chest here. With another riddle. Everyone stares at me in the morning. Although I stare back, I see nothing of thee. Similar we are when you gaze upon me, but with me too long and you'll end up lonely. Is it the mirror? Mirror. Hey, hey, hey. Clever streamer. Clever streamer. We are rich, Chad. We are rich. With 3 gold pieces. So we reported that this evening VSync helped with the periodic stutters. VSync. Oh, the NVIDIA settings, I'm not really running. So it should be... Maybe. But I'm okay with that. Periodic stutters at the moment. It is a demo to keep in mind, so... Also for those who are watching the video. Well, keep in mind it's a work in progress, so... Don't be too harsh on it. I got a feeling that we're being watched. Yes, in a way this was a temple once. A holy presence dwells within these ruins, but it is faint. Like a god? Yeah. If the temple wasn't desecrated, but I was simply abandoned, God would still reside here. His influence, however, would have been diminished sustainably if those who prayed to him left. Give me a moment. Heaven knelt to the marble floor and closed his eyes in concentration. After nearly an hour of Sam pacing back and forth, Heaven stood up, shaking his head. You call that a moment? What are you doing anyway? I tried to contact him. He is a god, but his mind of so chaotic was constantly losing hold. Perhaps if I stayed here for a day or two, I might get a better understanding of his nature. To what end? I believe he is seeking help, but I can't figure out what he wants. If I could help him, we might get a favor in return. What do you say? Do we make camp? Yeah, let's help the god. Why not? Feels like a waste of time to me, but yeah, I'm sure you know what we're doing here, so go pitch my tent. 2 days have passed. During that time, Heaven spent the day and nights in deep meditation, taking no breaks to drink nor eat, while Sam attempts to wake him from the trance repeatedly, but to no avail. Resigning to the fact that it's better to leave Heaven in peace, Sam took care of the camp, foraged for food, and did whatever he could to keep boredom at bay. Finally, a day or two, Heaven awoke with a cough. Sam ran to him and helped him to his feet. Ew! Are you right? How long was I out? 2 bloody days. I was ready to knock you out of it with a club, but thankfully, you woke up first. 2 whole days? I swear it felt like an hour. An hour and a half at most. So, learn anything in your little adventure? Not much, to be honest. I'm struggling to make any sense of it. The god I spoke to, or at least what remained of him, was fragmented and incoherent. It proved nearly impossible to understand. However, even though I wasn't able to learn his purpose, I learned his name, Tevin Drush. It's certainly not one of the greater 18 we know of today, but I have a feeling that he was an important deity at the time of our night. The day before yesterday, you said he was seeking help. Indeed, he's seeking his long-lost identity. Great, so we're dealing with a forgetful god? I suppose we don't get any reward out of this, do we? No, but if we find who this god is, learn his history, I'll sure be thankful. Priest could do something about him. Indeed. If we don't, the Library of Suvif is sure to have answers. So, if we gotta find out the story of this god or not, we'll see. Thank you.